Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Life Light Therapy podcast. Today, I am joined by Deborah, who I think you'll be very impressed with hearing her background and her story. So, Deborah, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Dr. Deborah Morton. I am a epidemiologist and professor. I was at two universities. I was educated and worked as a faculty member at UCSD and then transferred to CSU San Marcos so I could teach in American Indian Studies and a new public health program, a new MPH in public health. So I was a professor in that since its beginning in 2016 and worked with graduate students, on all of on epidemiology. I taught epidemiology, statistics, research methods, chronic and infectious disease in epidemiology and epidemiology. So, and then American Indian Studies in the American Indian Studies Department, American Indian Health. Sorry. So, and I'm retired from the universities, but I still work for an American Indian Health Clinic here in San Diego County. I am a research consultant for them, and I am also the chair of their institutional review board.
All right, that's an
So,
impressive background.
okay.
So, so when you first thought about trying life light therapy and the red light therapy, had you had other exposure to red light therapy in the past?
No, but I had heard about it and I see it advertised for those
Yeah,
facial red light things. And I didn't know anything about it. And being a scientist, I was kind of like, what is that stuff?
yeah.
And cosmetic related. But then um, your aunt, Karen, is a friend of mine, and she told me uh, how she had used it. Um, to heal both of her knees, which she had had a major disruption in them, was
Mhm.
supposed to have surgery on both of them. And she used red light therapy and got well and went into the doctor's office. And the doctor said, "How are you even walking?" And she was hesitant to tell him, but she told him. And he was shocked and said, "I better start reading up on that." So
Yeah,
that convinced me because personal experience, and I know her experience and I know what she went through. Um, so that was really meaningful to me, even
yeah.
though I'm a scientist and I believe in, statistics and all that kind of stuff.
Right, right, right. And one of the issues we face as a company is people hear about red light therapy, and what we do is significantly different than every other red light therapy out there because we always incorporate frequency. So
Okay.
red light
And that
itself
means what?
does things. All the lights are always pulsing. So there's your cells have frequencies they resonate at, and when the right wavelength of light hits the cell at the right frequency, it seems to do something extra to stimulate the cells to the mitochondria release the energy and basically get your cells to do what they're supposed to be doing, just with a little more efficiency. And I mean, it ends up getting some incredible results for
Yeah.
people like my aunt Karen.
Yeah. I mean,
So
she
what
had
did
a
you start?
torn ligament
Yeah,
and on the front and the back of her knee.
yeah,
So to heal all of that, I was like, holy cow.
yeah, yeah. What did you start using it for initially?
Well, I use it for arthritis because
Mhm.
I'm very healthy. I don't have chronic disease of any kind. I don't take any medications. And so I
Mhm.
kind of don't want to start. So
Yeah.
I have arthritis in my hands and my feet. And sometimes it was really bad. So
Mhm.
I took lots of ibuprofen, and I didn't want to be taking that all the time because I
Mhm.
actually had written a paper on ibuprofen and bone density, and I know it's not NSAIDs are not good for you in
Yeah.
long term. So so I decided to use CBD. I
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
writing something about CBG. So
Yeah. Yeah.
CBD. So I started using I started using that on my hands and my feet, and it made a huge difference. It took some time.
Mhm.
It took a couple of months, but I used it faithfully, and especially my feet. My feet were killing me, and it took care of it. And now, and after a while, it became so that I didn't have to put it on my hands and feet every day. I could only put it on when I started to feel pain, and then it would stop it right away. I mean, and so I'm not taking arthritis drugs, and I'm not, popping NSAIDs all day long.
Mhm.
So I thought, okay, if this works, if red light therapy works, that's even better, because I swear that the CBG over several years of use started to heal my knee. And because I had pain in my knee. I
Mhm.
never went to the doctor because I knew they were going to say you need surgery, and I was not about to do that because it wasn't that painful. But
Yeah.
when I walked up steps, my knee really bothered me. So I started using the CBD, and that stopped. And I swear that it was healing it, because it didn't come back. The pain,
Mm.
and it was bad. The pain did
Mm.
not come back. So I made
Mm.
the assumption that it was healing. And then when I found out about this, I thought I need one of those. The
Mhm.
other reason I wanted to get it was for my dog.
Yeah.
So, because Karen also has told me that one of her friends who has a lot of horses and takes care of a lot of horses uses it on her horses, and her horses live to be like 40 years old. So
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, here's some other evidence for me to consider. So I thought I would do it. And
Yeah.
it is helping me a lot.
Yeah.
And so it helps my feet and my hands for arthritis. I also get those old lady bruises now that I'm 75 years old, which I can hardly believe. But
Yeah.
I get those bruises on my forearms when I work in the
Yeah.
yard,
Mm.
and they don't go away for weeks, and they just
Yeah.
look awful. I use the red light on them, they're gone in like 2 days.
Yeah.
So that is amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm also using it. My hair started to get thinner and thinner.
Mm.
So the person who my hairstylist, she gave me some different shampoo, and that helped. But I've started using it for that on the top of my head, and I use it every night for like an hour to see if it's helping. And so
Yeah.
far, I don't know if things are going back, but I've stopped losing my hair, and I don't know if that's from the shampoo or from the red light therapy. I don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, we have a doctor in Scottsdale who uses it for hair treatments, and she does a blood test to make. I'm not sure exactly what she's checking, but as long as that comes back good, she guarantees results using
Really?
Lifeline on hairline. Yeah. Yeah. So
I
it's
wonder what
legitimate.
that I wonder what that test is.
Yeah. I'll find out and send it to you.
Okay.
Um.
So with
Uh,
my dog has a collapsing trachea,
yeah.
which is, it's misshapen. I've seen the x-ray. So she struggles to breathe.
Mm.
And then she became overweight because of another older dog that I have. She wouldn't eat all our food, and then this one would go eat the remainder of our food, and I
Yeah.
didn't know that
Yeah.
was happening. And
Yeah.
so she became overweight, and she just got worse. But now she's lost some weight, and I use it on her every day. And at the same time, after she eats her dinner, and I swear, if I don't do it right away, she starts reminding me, like, you need to go sit down on the couch and get that thing on
Yeah.
me. I
Yeah.
swear.
I believe I've heard other stories like
Animals
that.
are amazing.
Yeah.
And so I just put it on the back of her neck, and she's a short-snouted dog to begin with. She's a Cavalier King Charles, so they have a
Mm.
short snoot, which
Yeah.
impairs their breathing
Mm.
to begin with. And then she snores, so that's impairs her sleeping sometimes. And she was just getting worse and worse.
Mm.
So took her to the vet. He said she needs to lose weight. There's nothing else we can do. So that was another reason I wanted to get it.
Yeah.
And it is helping her in an amazing way. She sleeps better, she sleeps longer. She has a behavior where she will suddenly, if she's laying down, jump up, put her head back as far as she can, and go, take a big, deep breath. And it scares me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sorry, and it scares her as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's not doing that as much as she was doing it before. So I know it's helping, and you might, I don't know if you can hear her or not, but she's right here snoring like
Yeah.
crazy. So that
Okay.
means she's asleep, which is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
not waking up gasping for breath.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
really
very cool.
helping her. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, we have another guy who they had I think it was a cat that was in late stage kidney failure. The vet
Oh,
said they had 2 weeks to live, and so he threw Lifeline on its kidneys, and I think it ended up living like another 18 months, and
you're
like
kidding.
totally recovering. Ended up dying of cancer, like something
Oh my
unrelated.
God.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I had a
crazy.
partner before who had a cat, and each cat would get kidney failure at the end of their life.
Yeah,
That happens to so many cats.
yeah. So it reversed it on this one.
Wow.
Yeah,
So also, my friend, um, in Tucson, I don't know if you remember, but
yeah,
she got one of your devices too, and she has
mhm,
a lot of health problems.
yeah,
And she's been using it. I would suggest you talk to her too, because
yeah,
she thinks it's great.
yeah.
And she is a Buddhist minister, so she believes in alternative kinds of therapy and has
Yeah.
always been involved in alternative therapies. So, in fact, she recently was in a car accident, I mean, a couple years ago, and she got a concussion and she's had a hard time recovering. So she's getting
Oh, yeah.
magnetic therapy, whatever that is,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's
we should talk
helping
to her because
her.
this will help with concussions, for sure.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you might want to talk to her too.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll reach out.
So,
Okay.
and
And
she
then,
really, I asked her if she wanted me to say anything to you, and she
yeah.
said, yes, yes, please do,
Yeah. All right.
because she really wants to let you know how it's helping her.
Yeah. All right. Good. I'll reach out.
Okay.
So any other thoughts on Lifelight? And if you would, if you would recommend it to people who are skeptical and wondering if it could help them?
Well, I have done that many times. They just balk at the $5,000 price. That's all I can
Hmm.
say. And
Yeah.
say, well, I don't know if that's going to work. And I tell them about Karen. I tell them about me. I tell them about my dog. And they say, oh, okay, well, I'll have to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's another thing. Like we are working hard, and hopefully within a month we'll have a new device out that could cut the price in half.
oh, well, that
um
would be good
so yeah,
because you would sell a lot more of them.
yeah, and that's our goal. We see how much it helps people and how much good it does, and but they're so expensive just to make.
Oh,
um but we don't want to sacrifice the quality of it, or get lesser
of course.
LEDs, or you can't decrease the power. They're a lot cheaper to make if we didn't do the frequency side, which is why that's what almost everything out there is, just the lights on or off. Um,
Oh, I
but
see.
we're working hard to make it as affordable as possible, because our goal is really just to help people, and help people heal without pharmaceuticals. My
Right.
brother, who's a doctor, he's like, if this was mainstream before pharmaceuticals, and then pharmaceuticals came along with all their side effects, people would never you would
I
never go to
know.
those.
Well, the
Yeah.
commercials on TV make me insane
Right.
because there
Right.
are so many of them. And, they, by law, they have to talk about all the side effects. They
Yeah.
rattle off all these side effects. And I'm like, why would anyone ever take that drug?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's crazy.
it, it definitely is. So you're
Yeah.
to be commended for doing this and not wanting it to be all about money.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. If I was in this company for money, I would have stopped 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
but,
that's good.
but we keep getting stories like yours, and stories like these life-changing stories of people, canceled amputations and
Yeah.
getting movement back.
And Karen certainly was supposed to have surgery on both her knees, and she
Yeah.
hasn't, and she's playing golf because
Yeah.
she's, a golf fanatic, and her
Yeah.
goal in life is to play golf as much as she can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she can now. I mean, and she was in such pain. I know she was in terrible pain
Yeah.
when with the last injury that she had, and
Yeah.
just so devastated. She gets very depressed when she's not out there playing golf.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really good evidence.
Yeah. 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 It's pretty incredible. All right. Well, Deborah, thank you so much for joining us and sharing. And anybody who's watching or listening, feel free to reach out. Go to lifelightTherapy.com. If any questions on anything that you wonder if it could help with, or you want research, and just feel free to
Well,
reach out.